everyone, and good. It's afternoon right now. Hi, my name is Roslyn. Thank you guys for coming. Oh, it's it's um it's been lovely. I can see a lot of people joining already, so I'm happy. Usually, I would say, okay, let's wait for a considerable amount of people to join, but everybody's already joining. So, as you all know, today we're going to be interviewing one of our successful students who left last year and is currently studying in the UK in De Montfort University at Leicester. Is it Leicester or Leicester? One of those variations. People are not decided on which particular one you're supposed to call it. So they're going to be joining us today, and I'm going to be asking them questions. So if you or anyone you know is a family of maybe husband and wife, with or without kids, and you want to have questions, then please, you want to hear them, and you also have questions for a family that is currently staying in the UK and how they've been able to move, transition, how their life has been, accommodation, putting their kids in school, all those things, how you manage a married life and all that, then this is supposed to be a very great session for you. Now, I'm going to ask them to please try to request to join me. I'm currently, let me see. Just a minute. Let me message her and tell her I am live. So I just sent her a message. Okay, so I just sent her a message. So in case I skipped the intro part, my name is Roslyn. I work with Nexi, and it's always a joyful time, a fun time to come here and speak to you guys, especially when I know you guys have a lot of questions. So we are here. I have accepted, right? Okay, so I don't know why. Okay, so let me bend this so that my face is joined to you guys, especially when I know you guys have a lot of questions. So we are here.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Can you see us?
I am accepted, right?
Hello. Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
So I don't know why.
Good afternoon. Can you see us now?
Let me bend this so that especially when I know you guys have a lot of questions. So we are here. Okay. So let me just allow them to settle into the live. Okay, so I'll give them a moment. Oh, I think their network connection is bad. So okay, so maybe they're just going to come back. I think their network is bad. They need to reset it. So like as I was saying, so today we're going to be talking about a lot of questions that families usually have. So I would say 60 to 70% of the people that we work with that want to go to the UK have a spouse and or have kids. And there are lots of concerns that they share. Would they be, how will my spouse work? What kind of jobs are available for my spouse? How will my children be able to go to school? What kind of options do I have? Will I have help? Would I be able to work as well as take care of my kids? How would I be able to find a minder, someone to mind my kids while I'm working or while I'm schooling? What are the options available? Then what is the accommodation scenario like? So if you're a single person or married without kids, your options are more compared to someone who is married with kids and looking for accommodation. You need to consider your children before you can get appropriate accommodation. So what are the rules and what are the costs? We're going to be finding out all that today when my guest is able to join. So I think they are joining again. So let me just accept. Okay, so I'm waiting for it to come. Okay, so thank you. Hi. Hi, Mrs.
Hi.
And hi, Mr. Steven. Thank you for
Stefan.
Thank you.
Sorry?
The name is Stefan.
Oh, Stefan. Oh, I'm so sorry. Stefan, Mr. Stefan. Thanks for joining today. It's a pleasure meeting you. So I'm going to allow you to introduce yourself. Oh, the network is
Yeah, we are
really,
fine, thank you. Can you hear us? The network is a bit bad.
Yeah, it is actually. It is actually bad. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Bye.
Okay, so I'm going to allow mommy to do a quick introduction of daddy and the kids. We would like to meet everybody.
Okay. So my name is Amakom Ediliola Cecilia, and my husband is Amakom Stefan Chuka. This is Annabella. This is Mariana, and the little baby is Anastasia.
Anastasia. Oh, nice. How old is Anastasia?
She's 2 years old.
Oh, she's such a big girl. Oh, she's
Yeah.
cute.
She's 2 years old.
Everyone, thank you for coming to our live today.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So we're going to go right into discussion. And what made you decide to study in the UK? First of all, who amongst you is studying? Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, so what made you decide to go study and what made you decide to move along with your family?
Well, I've always had the passion, firstly, to leave Nigeria. Then secondly, I've always wanted to furthermore. I've always wanted to go for my master's after my BSc in Nigeria. So instead of me wasting my time and wasting the space doing it in Nigeria, when there's opportunity for us to do it outside the country, I took that chance, and here I am now. It has always been my dream and that of my parents to study further.
Oh, that's nice. So you're actually making your parents' dream come true right now.
Yeah, with the help of my boo.
Oh, nice. Okay. So do you want to tell us where you're studying and what course you're currently studying?
Okay, I'm currently studying in the Montfort University in Leicester, and I'm studying international business and management.
International business and management. That's an interesting course. When did you start? When did you start?
Yeah, October. We resumed lecture fully. I think October 2nd, last of 2022.
Okay, so
sorry about the background noise.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Your kids will be kids, so we'll work with what we have.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. It's okay.
What made you sorry, when did you arrive? Your course started.
We arrived. Yeah, school resumed 2nd of October. We arrived October 10th of 2022. October 10th. What 10th we arrived? Yes, October 10th. 10. Yeah.
Okay, so you had allowance. Did you have like a latest date of resumption? Because I can see you.
Yeah, I think they gave us till was it 18th of October, but we still got. Lecture has not really started much when we came in, so I was still within the resumption date.
Okay, that's nice. So how has your experience been so far? Before I go into the questions, let me ask the general question. How's your experience been so far?
It's been sweet. It's been wonderful. In fact, till now, at first I was saying, "Oh, why did I even come? Why did I even come?" But now, this morning I was telling my husband that I didn't regret coming to this country. I didn't regret that decision of bringing the whole family to this country. I didn't regret it, and I thank God because He has been faithful. And the fact that I even came with the children, it's also a blessing. There are some opportunities that I even thought that I came without the kids. I'm not sure I would have been able to have such opportunity. I wouldn't have been able to have such luck and such help from even people and from everyone here. It's been a blessing. Coming here, I didn't regret it one bit.
Oh,
One bit.
That's such an testimony right here. So I want to ask
They all want to appear on the video. They all want to appear on the live.
Okay. Hi, baby. Sorry, remind me of your name again.
They want to appear. So sorry about that. I wanted them to be in the video. I didn't know they were going to.
It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Stefan, can I know your experience so far? How has it been moving with the family?
Anyway, yeah. Well, thank you very much. It was coming with the family at first. In reality, I've always wanted to do something different, as in, most times, even before what is going on in Nigeria, I've always looked at my kids. I wonder what their future was like, So the idea to, take this opportunity was also encouraged by my friend a year before I did. So it was actually the person that linked me with you guys. So and told me about the position. So I now started, but taking those chances is something I don't regret. Because when you start thinking of if you start thinking of how much it will cost and so on and so forth. I also remember when Nelson and I started the first time, he was saying, forget about the money, just start something, start from somewhere. And by the time we got to the middle of it, when you look back at how much have you spent so far, you don't even look at it. But coming with the family was, for me, as I'm looking at them, they already have a future. Because maybe when we get to that course, when questions and answers or any, but bringing them here is, for me, it's a dream come true, because as long as I'm concerned, they already have a future. We are building a future for them, not like the one we have probably wasted in Nigeria then. So at least for them, they already have a future, because everything, school loan, everything. Very soon now, when they start speaking, in fact, because they have two different accents they use there. There's one in school and there's one at home. So that's just that's just. But I'm really happy. I'm really happy that we're here, because at first when we.
So sorry if I'm going off. Someone keeps calling me. I'm trying to send a message on my other phone for the person to stop, and it just keeps interrupting. So please, if the thing goes off, just know that I'm trying to get the person to stop.
No problem. We know you guys are always busy. Don't worry. By the time we talk more about the aspect of nursing concept, people will understand why you guys are unique. At first, when we got here, the first 3 months was something else. It's not, because if we don't say it like it is now, some people who are watching us will not. I will not tell you lies, because coming here at first, a lot of issues back then there's a different ball game when we're in Nigeria, getting information from there and coming and seeing things for yourself. Reality.
Yeah.
It wasn't that easy. The first 3 months we got here, was not that so easy. I'm not talking about in terms of what we eat or whatever. All right. No problem.
Now, can they go to me? Okay,
so like when we got here, there was this issue about accommodation. We thought that by the time you pay on Airbnb for a week, it would have just been very easy for you to just get a place. But by the time we got here, it wasn't that easy getting accommodation that easy. Because at first,
I have a specific question. The accommodation part. When we get to the accommodation, please, I want to have more details so that people can understand. I think 2 weeks ago or 2 or 3 weeks ago, we did a live, but on our private Instagram page, where we spoke about planning the call just keeps coming in. Just give me a moment. I don't know if this thing is going to cut. How do I answer this?
I think someone was calling on this thing now.
And yes, now it's network.
I think it said calls.
Let me just give the person a call because.
Okay, no problem.
Hello. Hello. Yeah. Okay. So let me put my phone on do not disturb. All right, so we're back. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm so sorry. So sorry. There's an emergency that someone is trying to get through, and they just keep calling. So
okay.
When we get to the accommodation part, please, I want to know a lot.
No. Okay. Do you want? Which one do you want?
Let us
to get to every part. So at each point, we're going to ask questions, and I would like information. So people that are listening either now or are going to listen to the recording of this that we're going to be reposting can actually have answers to all them. So
okay.
I want to find out, how was the application process like? This is to Mrs. Cecilia now. How was the application process like for you? And how did you decide to go to the Montfort? Why was the Montfort your choice?
Okay. When Nelson, when he picked out some schools for me, I think the first school that answered quickly and gave me admission fast was the Montfort University.
Okay.
So, and when I now went on Google, I checked about the school, I checked the city, I checked so many things about the Montfort University, about the city, the Leicester as a whole. I liked it. So I now told Nelson that, okay, apply for it. So he now applied. After they gave me the admission, among the schools that I picked, it was the Montfort that answered me earlier. Okay. So after they answered me, I now told Nelson, okay, let's proceed. Then I was ready to pay my deposit. I was ready to do some other things. So that was how we started it. Then I think after giving me admission letter, they gave me a personal statement for me to fill. with the assistance of all the staffs of Nexus Concept, they really helped me out in filling my health and personal statement, because there was gap in my
Work experience.
their work experience and my study experience. You people are not going out to me anymore today. Okay? So there was. Sorry about that.
Keep the words.
Stop running after them. Just keep them. So I had gap in my work experience and in my study experience. There was gap. So Nelsy Concept helped me in answering almost all the questions. In fact, they made it easy for me, because when I saw the questions they sent me, I was shocked. I called Nelsy, see this email I just received from this school, Biko. I don't know how to answer or where to start from. He said, no problem, we got you. In fact, so they helped me in replying most of the things they asked me. They sent it back to me. I sent it back to the school. And before you know it, they gave me the next step of letter. I think they gave me my, I think there's one, there's two kinds of letter. One conditional offer, unconditional offer. So immediately I sent the reply. They gave me my unconditional offer. Yes, yes. Then after that, should I keep talking?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, after that, we now realize that the school does CI, credibility interview, which they've not done before for the past students that entered the year before me. So when Nelson told me, when I saw the email from the school asking me which of the dates I want for my CI, my credibility interview, I was shocked. CI again, are we doing interview again? And it's a live interview that I'm going to be speaking with one of the Oyimbos in the school. I was not ready, because I didn't even know that I had to do that. Even while I was even planning, I called all my friends that already had admission in the school. How did you go? Did you people do CI? They said no. Hey, DME wants to kill me. I think it was Nelson and Queensley. Yeah, they were involved with me all through the process. A day before the interview, Queensley went through all the questions that they might ask. We did video interview. I was even smiling. She told me, be serious, don't smile. Hey, these people mean business. I said, okay, yeah, sorry, I will not smile. So she was so frowning, and she was asking me likely question that they might ask me. She now told me, Cecilia, you are not doing well, though. You are not doing well. Be serious. This is what they will ask you. So most of the questions that I could not answer, she was putting me through. Before you knew it, I just told my husband, I think I'm ready. Nelsie messaged me, asked me, are you ready? I said, I'm ready. That they should not worry, I will make them proud. So on the day of the interview, I think I sent all my kids away. I told my husband, I don't want you to be home, don't worry. So that day I spoke with one of I can't even remember the name of the lady that interviewed me. So I was there in front of my laptop.
Oh, the network is breaking.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, yes. It's better now.
So on the day of the interview, I've already swallowed enough training. I've already swallowed enough scolding and enough talking. Queensley did practice with me. Nelson did practice with me. So I was already filled to the brim. So don't worry about it. So I just got there with my confidence and everything. So the lady was asking me questions. Most of the questions were the question Nelson and Chris already had with me. So I was just answering. The Oyinbo was just doing her head like this. I said, hey. After all the things, the lady said, all right, no problem. Because I saw that she was really happy the way I was answering. So after the whole interview, I think it was the next day, after 12 hours, my results came out and they told me congratulations. I think it was almost immediately. They just sent me a message that congratulations that I've passed my CI. I can now proceed to getting my CAS. So I think it was getting CAS that me and you now met at that stage when we now started doing the visa process and everything. So you guys, in fact, I don't even know how to thank you guys. You guys did wonderful work, and you guys try, especially you, because all the time we're processing visa. Our visas has not moved. My daughter's has not moved. We're worried. My visa came out. one of my daughter came out, just remaining two of my kids and my husband. I was always messaging you, said, calm down. Even Nelson, everybody was just calming down. You guys are the best. I don't even know how to thank you guys. You guys are the best. Thank you.
This was not a review video, but this is such an amazing
yeah.
You know,
yeah.
for us,
yeah.
We try to put our all into helping our clients, but to see that our efforts are actually paying off, it gives us a lot of.
No, you guys are the best. You guys are the best. I would have been I'm sure I would have thinking of having another agent or having another person entirely to do this process. I'm not sure I would have been able to survive it because the way you guys encouraged me. I know so many of my friends that failed the CI. I know so many of them that could not even pass this credibility interview, that they had to process another school. They didn't come to DMU. They started looking for other schools that don't require interview before. Yes, they went to another school entirely. They didn't come to DMU anymore. But even with the confidence you guys gave me, even till now, anytime I remember, no, that has always been my motivation. You guys
Okay.
Yeah.
So
thank you.
When you finish this whole amazing journey, and then you got your visas, everybody finally got their visa. What were the things you had to do to prepare to move your family for your studies? What were like the first things you did to prepare to leave the country?
What did he say?
Is your accommodation thing now?
Okay, before even, I think, okay, immediately the visa came out, the first thing I did was booking an hotel for us to come down.
Okay.
Yes, the hotel.
Optional.
Yes, optional hotel.
How long was the booking for?
I think we booked for 1 week. Oh, we were thinking when we get here, no matter what, accommodation is already waiting for us.
Okay.
So we just book 1 week, thinking when we come here, by the time we speak 1 or 2 English, accommodation shouldn't be an issue. We were thinking that just like the way it is in Nigeria, so once you see 1 or 2 people here, we'll get accommodation, thinking it was going to be easy. And it was that period that they were having accommodation crisis. I don't know if the crisis is still on. I don't even know.
Still ongoing for some parts. Some parts have get but it's still ongoing. Like places in London is very critical. You know, so other places you probably have to move to the outskirts further than maybe your school area or the main town and things like that. So there's still a crisis. So what we advise people is get your process done on time and then move way before you have to resume. So you can actually go up to a month before the start of your studies. So use that time. You don't have obligation to go to school. You don't have to run around, use that time to get
out. Yes. Yeah. And again, if you can, because I think it was while speaking to Queensley, I get to have one of these Nigeria representative person that Queensley gave me a particular woman's number during this whole thing that I think she's in Nigeria. But through her, I was able to get into a group, into a WhatsApp group where accommodation issue, if you're looking for accommodation. So yes, I was able to get help through that. That also helped me though. But firstly, as a family, if you know you are traveling with your family, just if you have money, just ensure you book an hotel for at least 1 month. The least you can book is 1 month. I'm begging everybody, if you don't want to be stranded when you get to UK, if you don't want to leave your children stranded, but if you are coming to UK alone or coming with your husband first, the first thing you should do is just get student accommodation. That's cheaper and faster. Immediately you land. I think if you get to UK, I think before 2 or 1 o'clock, if you get to UK early during the day, I think you can even pay from Nigeria and move in immediately.
Okay.
So if you are not coming with another thing, I was even telling my husband that maybe if I knew, maybe we would have come first and the children will later join us. But he said no.
Listen, excuse me. Anybody who cares to know this. If you have to, any risk you have to take. I have friends who had been here alone. To get their family now is difficult because number one, the exchange, what you call it, what is this thing we pay? What is this thing we pay? What's it called? This
proof of funds.
Proof of funds keep increasing. per head. So it's not that easy. So if you want to come with your family, everybody has his own strategy because each day, everything in UK keeps changing. Policies keep changing. So like for me, like I was saying before, I had a friend who came alone. He has 5 other family, his wife and 4 kids. To get them here now is not that easy because you have to still have to pay accommodation that you are living already. You have to take care of yourself. In fact, accommodation takes, if I'm not mistaken, is more of the major issues because you have to pay for accommodation. Food is just a cheap thing. So long as you are working, you can easily get, easily to get things to eat. But accommodation takes more of the money you have. So now, for you now to start processing their own now is not that easy.
So it's better for them to come together.
If you want to do it, if you have the funds, just plan and come together so that you come once and for all. Because when you come here, you all will face it. My daughters, as young as they were, they went through what we went through for the past 3 months. So, but now they're enjoying it. So that's just it. So, but everybody has his own plans, But if you want to take that risk of coming alone, just be determined because there's another challenge there. You still have to have jobs, even if you're a student. You have 20 hours. Okay, so that 20 hours, you know how much per week you make to now raise money to get. Because there's some things you cannot also be sharing generally here. So I don't say tomorrow Nigerians are doing this, but there's some things. So it's better when you come like a team. The other person will have to work more. Like me now, I'm the slave of the house now. So I'm doing the whole.
You are the Messiah. You are the Savior.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm the hustler now. I can work over. So if there's jobs, we work over. But right now, the major problem we have is that I don't know about this year. I don't know about this year presently. But like last year, the number of people who trooped in to the UK, the one I know, I don't know compared to this year. I don't know whether it's less now, but there are so much. And because there's so much and the flock of people that are coming in, the accommodation thing is like how we call it, becomes an essential commodity. So the highest bidder, in fact, you have your money to get the house, another wahala. So because in a situation like when we were looking for our own accommodation, we had a place that wasn't too conducive, was smaller, not too nice. But imagine using 3 months to look for a house. So you go to, you go online, you get the place, you apply for viewing. It's not that you just that viewing you are coming for. It's not that you're going to get the house. You come there, you see another family again. Not only Nigeria. There's some Indians, there are other countries, there are some Europeans. So you come and inspect, you fill form, you submit. It's the landlord that now makes a decision who he wants to pick. They ask you for work preference, all sort of things. So, it's not that.
I would like to find out more about that, but let me just finish the question I was asking, then I'll come back to accommodation. I want to know what are the documents you will be needing for you to be able to get accommodation, but I'm going to keep that for when we're talking accommodation proper. So you said the first thing you did was to get a hotel. What other things did you do? So some people want to know, okay, should they, what kind of food should they bring over? Some people say, don't bring food. The UK has a lot of Nigerian and African food. You don't need to.
Yes.
But most times, for example, in our own case, see, it is good to also prepare, but don't over. In fact, our own case, another matter for listen. The point is
No
this.
packing on too much clothes.
It's not true.
One bag of clothes.
Listen, let me give you an example. Come with, it's better to pack more food.
Oh,
you have more food.
So you have the opinion that people should actually bring food, because people say don't bring food you can get in the UK.
No, see, you can get, but it's a big expense for somebody who's coming newly, because you still have to get your, when you come in, you still get your BRP. When you get your BRP, before you now start looking for work.
So you cannot even get work
because even I give you an example. Our Nigerian money right now, let's say like 2 million now, 2 million naira. Yeah, it's just 2 million. It's ticket change. By the time you pay how much for accommodation or maybe hotel, what is left? So the best thing is for you to come with more food. Your clothes, it depends. Just few clothes. You come with few clothes.
Some people came with 2 bags of
hello.
clothes.
Listen, the point is this. No, listen.
There are some clothes that he has not worn.
No, listen.
But we packed enough food that sustained us for at least 3 months.
Listen.
All through the period we're looking for house, we're just eating.
Madam, listen. See, the point is this. The truth about the matter is this. The advice is this. Get the right information, which is what we are telling you right now. And our own part, number one, we have never traveled before. We didn't have people, okay, for example, weigh your bags, because we had issues when we got to the airport. Get your right weighing machine. And
get to the airport.
Weigh with. Let's not. Yeah, it's good to get to the
airport early.
Excuse me now. Our own case was different. Listen to me. Don't mind us. Don't mind us. See, the point is simple. Get to the airport on time.
On
True.
time. 3
hours
before the time.
Listen, our own case, things happen. Village people try to stop us, but God passed them. But honestly, it's true. That's another matter. Maybe probably, and the closing set, we need to also thank God for everything, because we almost missed our flight with the last family that entered because of that village people. I'm telling you. So I'm being honest, because a day before we traveled, in fact, the very day we were about to travel, in the morning by 9 o'clock, our flight was supposed to be in the airport by 12 o'clock. But something happened that morning. So we were just running on skater, forgetting the fact that we had to. So most of the luggage we had had already, somebody who is the marketer and used weighing machine that was forced. We were weighing, thinking that the whole thing was okay. No guidance. When that very day, we now got there, started weighing, things were so heavy. So you need to weigh whatever you have, especially your food. When you come with your food, it is better for you, at least, because getting used to this their meal here is not that easy. We had enough, though what happened was that most of the food we had, because of the same village people, we left most of them in Nigeria. It was when we now got to this place, we now discovered that all our luggage were just clothes.
See them.
70.
Carry cap, carry Igbo walking stick, carry Igbo bead, carry nonsense clothes. Carry cap, carry that Igbo walking stick. If you see what they carry, carry Nigeria is
70% of everything we had that was food were left, because we did not have time to start arranging them. So the whole thing was, we got there late and nobody. So the only thing I would beg is that come with more food, then come with less, depending on how you are, come with less clothes. Honestly speaking, come with less clothes. But it all depends on where you are coming. Most times, like this period, we are still in the cold weather. Now, it's already good, but it's still cold. Leave out thing. We compare with Nigeria.
Okay, so what's the degree where you are currently?
What is that?
I don't know. Maybe it might be around over. Let's see. Maybe like 10 or 13. I don't know. Because sometimes see, UK weather is like I don't know. It's unpredictable. This in the morning it will be very sunny. before you go somewhere and come back, the weather changes. You might even think, today you go cold, you go day warm. You just wear and go. The next minute you are coming out, maybe like next 1 hour, it might be raining, and those rain that drops is like ice block.
Yeah. On the
so you need to be sure. You need to be sure. But like what I'm saying is that first and foremost, make sure you get to the airport on time. Wear your luggage so that and make sure somebody goes with you.
That can bring any.
Somebody goes.
You are not going to be able to take along.
You return it. But we had our experience. But I'm telling you,
this is a very valuable thing you're saying, because a lot of people end up not taking the things that they actually need, and it makes your life hard. Imagine you have a family of 5 and you don't have enough food, and you're just getting into an environment where you don't even know the places to go and get food. You don't even have accommodation and things like that. Food should be something you can easily get. Do you get it? So if you don't have food, it's compounding your problems. So
we only came with condiments, and every other thing we had there was in Nigeria.
And curry you had.
70% of the everything.
But all the clothes, shoes, see them, all their shoes.
So no, even funny enough, our first 3 weeks we got the major thing, like our jackets.
We left our jackets
in Nigeria. So the kids had to manage. In fact, those 3 kids, they managed everything. We were wearing one for like say about 2 or 3 weeks or so before we now. But we're also lucky because somewhere along the line, like I told you, we almost missed our flight, and that's what I don't want anybody to experience. See, even if you do the major thing, weigh your options.
If you get to the airport early, they can
if possible, itemize the things you already have each place. So in case you have to even remove them, you know what you are taking out. Because we didn't have that experience. Even nobody was there to tell us until.
And people that are really important that would have even told that we are traveling. No, please see us off to the airport. We're just
leave that matter when you are traveling. My mama said, no, say I travel until reach here. So leave that matter. See, what I'm saying is this. First hand is simple. You don't need to tell everybody. Leave that matter. People can be smiling with you. Even till today, some people they vex for me. But deep down.
That is going to be their own, like, maybe family dynamics. There are some people that, they cannot afford to tell people. Some people, they can tell their family and still progress. So it depends on the village you're from and the kind of people that are existing.
You know, what I mean, when I mean village people, I didn't mean your village people. No, village people means people are. No, I know what I'm saying. Not everything. Yeah, but what I'm saying is this: when you plan your movement, pack the things you have. Use the normal weighing machine to weigh them. Each person, like I heard, you're entitled to, I think, 2
bags of 23 kg.
So at least with that one, you are sure of what you are taking.
And we had family of 5. We have like up to like 6 bags, and we still misuse that. Use them.
No, like I said,
your kids didn't get bags.
They get 2 bags.
They have 2 bags.
We have like 8 21 kg and 3 for Chiamaka.
And you know that. Yeah, you also know that there's another person who is sitting next to me. Is also a businesswoman who also has ambition of bringing things to come and sell in UK. Next to me. So she also had her own ideas, because some people are also who knew her and said, let me bring this, and she was packing. We did not check. So that was why we had issues. Not even that one. If we had packed our own official thing, I'm sure we see big Gary in bag. But
if we have reduced clothes, we
didn't even know. We didn't even know what she had. We didn't even know what was in the bag. But honestly, jokes aside, just make sure you get a right weighing machine. Weigh the right things.
Or get to the airport and weigh earlier.
No, see.
They can wait to the airport.
Weigh the right thing. Secondly, or go to the airport, 2 hours before.
If you are no
2 hours before your check-in time. Better. But you know, also because of the kind of roads we have and unpredictable situations,
traffic.
It is better for you to do your homework at home. Start arranging it, planning, so that if anything happens, you are sure, okay, even if you are taking this one out, you are not okay.
Anything
this one
you cannot even carry with your one hand, know that it's more than 31 kg. Anything that you have to struggle to carry, know that is up to like 50 kg. And I think the medium size of Ghana must go. Medium size of Ghana must go is like 20
something kg.
So if you
just make sure you carry a very small bag.
Don't carry big. That biggest Ghana must go is 100 kg. It's not even 50 kg. That was what I used. I packed the biggest Ghana must go. I packed like up to like 15.
Okay, so let's move to the next question.
Yeah.
When you landed, so the advice here, let me just summarize, is get appropriate accommodation, ideally for the month. When you're packing, make sure you pack the essentials, limited clothes, food, and then wait. And once you're going to the airport, have a trusted person with you in case you have to take anything away. And also know what's in each particular bag. So in case you have to move anything, you're not like running helter-skelter, trying to remove this. I understand what you're talking about. When you're flinging things, and then it is the most important thing that you need. You end up saying that you have left. Wow,
all my roasted guinea fowl that I packed. Everything's spoiled.
When you go to the airport, when you landed, what was it like? Like how, when you were passing immigration, how was the experience for you as a family?
Nothing. They did not see. Nothing. We had a lot of stories. You know, when we got there, we saw.
Which airport did you land?
Yes, Heathrow.
Okay.
Heathrow. When we got there, we saw people carrying file in their hand because we had
TB test.
You know, we got
file with their school information, payment receipt, bank.
I'm telling you, some people don't carry their cards. Some people carry their tuberculosis test results. Really? Some people carry. Hey.
You know, like I said to you, like I'm going to tell everybody here. See, don't listen. See, anything anybody tells you when you are coming, don't listen to that person. As long as you don't carry cocaine. See, listen, it is the problem we usually have, we Nigerians, we overdo things. Even before we got there, we end things like they ask,
they check. They even ask proof of funds, like they check your phone for proof of funds. I was panicking.
So, but when we got there, you can't believe it. Nothing. I don't know, maybe probably Angel follow us that day. But we just got there. The guy saw my children. They were about to talk. He said, hold on, wait for your turn. So they didn't ask us one question.
They didn't even ask what is your name.
Though by the side, we saw someone they were asking question too. But so it all depends. But all I know is that so long as you're not carrying cocaine, you have done your rights process. Go there. You pass.
And your plug is Nexi consent. Hey, the confidence #1. Hey, the angel like this is following you. I'm telling you.
No,
and your agent is Nexi consent.
The most part is that for me, I must say, the only thing that is remaining for you to have done for us that time, I wish, was even this accommodation thing. But that's something for the future. But every other thing from the onset till the end. I think booking of the flight too, it was through you guys now. You know, as at that time we're having 4-point-something million. The people flight ticket was going up. It was still you guys that still gave us the person that got 2.1 for all of us. And that was so and the flight was fantastic. So it's still you guys. Yeah, it's still you guys. Yeah, so you guys are like, you know, you will have our family now. So anybody who is with you guys, it's just it's soft landing.
Thank you. So the next question is when you landed, how did you get to Leicester? How long is it from London? And what means of transportation did you use to get to your hotel? Or was it in London you booked your hotel? Was it in London?
No.
Or
No, in Leicester. In Leicester. I already did that. I checked on what's that website again? What's the website I use in checking for accommodation? What's this website again for accommodation online?
This is Zoopla.
No. For hotel.
Booking.
I can't remember. Hotel. Booking.com. Yes. That was what I saw. In fact, I saw the cheapest. I think the one I saw was £80 per night. And I heard some people, it's like 2-bedroom flats. There's kitchen, there's everything inside. So just for you to start cooking, you don't need to buy food or anything. So most of the food that we brought, we just started cooking. There's everything already there.
From the airport to Leicester, how did you get
before? Yeah. Before we landed, I already saw my DMU group on WhatsApp. So I don't even know I even landed myself in the group. I think it was the contact that Queensley gave me, that woman. So one day the woman just sent me a group chat, WhatsApp group chat of the DMU students. So I think I now joined the group. So from the group, I started hearing information. So there was a particular guy that now started posting that if you need a driver, somebody to pick you up from the airport to your hotel or anywhere, like two people started advertising. So there was one particular one that now said he has a big van, you know, because we're a family of 5 and with my big load. So I actually need a big van to come pick us. So I think we paid £120. £120.
How long is London to Leicester?
2 hours. 2 hours.
2 hours. 2 hours.
To Leicester, yeah.
Yes. I paid deposit in Naira before we came. Then the rest ones we paid when we landed. I even still paid in Naira. So he just gave me a nice rate. So I paid everything to him in Naira. I paid in Naira before we came as deposit, and when we landed, I paid in Naira. So he's the one that came to pick us from the hotel, from the airport to the hotel. And even from after getting to the hotel, still even when we saw accommodation, he still helped us pack our load to our new house. Nice. Yeah. So,
there's something I need to note. Please, for the hotel, if you eventually have to book the hotel, remember there's always something you deposit. So apart from that, when you get there, you're supposed to, when you get to your destination, they still ask for a deposit.
That they refund.
They'll refund it just in case maybe you broke something or anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
there's something they call it, sir. There's something they call it, but like our own, we paid I think £150. Yeah, we paid £150 that time. Then I think something happened while we were there, so they had to remove like.
And again, we stayed more than 1 week, so they removed it.
They removed it, and also something fell down, damaged. They now removed from that money. So it's like that. So that's how they do it here. Even when you are even renting a house, you still have to pay 1 month,
deposit.
Deposit, the same amount you paid, 1 month deposit.
And
so that when you are going, it's normal Nigeria thing that you pay. No, our own damages, it's small money, pay for damages. But here, you pay more like 2 times the amount. Yeah, so that 1 month is extra. So that's just how it's done here.
Okay, thank you for that. So when you got in, you settled, you had a week, and you already got into the UK when your course had already started, because it started on the 2nd, like you said, and you got in maybe 9th. So what was the next step? How did you go about enrolling and starting classes?
Yeah, I think is it the same day or the following day? Immediately we landed, I think the following day, we went together to the post office. Before I can do my registration, I need to get my BRP. So we went together for BRP. So I think you did it for us to get it in the post office. Yeah. Some collected in school. Even my last baby, because she's a minor, they sent her home to school.
Okay.
I could not collect hers in the post office.
Okay.
So we went. The first thing I did the following day when we landed was I got to school. How did we even get to school? I think we walked. Okay, it was not far. I got to school, then we got to post office to get our BRP. So after getting the BRP, immediately after getting the BRP, we went straight to DMU to do my registration and collect my school ID card. So because without this,
like what exactly is the registration? What do you do?
Nothing. That's for you to. They will ask you for your BRP. You show them your BRP. They'll make a photocopy. Then they will see you live. Then they would snap you. Before coming to school, I think I already did my registration in school online on the school website. Okay. So when the picture I even took in front of my house in Nigeria, I snapped myself, did my registration in school in Nigeria before I came.
Okay.
But immediately I came, the passport I snapped in Nigeria, most of the things, they already printed my ID card out. So I just came and collected my ID card. Because without ID card, you won't be able to mark attendance in class.
Okay.
So even if you are in school, you don't have that ID card, it's just like a waste. So the first thing you do when you get to school is, after getting your BRP, get your ID card. Because once you get your ID card, once you're entering class, there's a place you will tap your ID card to mark your attendance.
Okay.
So that's it.
That's your ID card at home.
You can just go and talk to the lecturer. No, you have to talk. You can just talk to the lecturer that you forgot your ID card. The lecturer can mark your attendance on the system.
Okay.
But it's not advisable to do that.
No, it doesn't matter. Everybody can forget. You can forget your ID card. It doesn't mean. But some people don't know. I'm not sure some people knew that they need to tap their ID card once you go for lectures. Okay. And if you know you're not going for lectures as a Nigeria girl, maybe you need to go and also somewhere. You can give somebody your card to them tap.
Don't say that. You are lying to. Don't listen to anything she tells you.
So, how many days a week do you have lectures? And are some of your lectures online? Do you always have to go to school to receive lectures? Do you have like a hybrid situation? And how many times a week?
Okay, my lecture days is Monday and Tuesday. Then I have one lecture online on Thursday.
Oh, so you only go to school Monday, Tuesday, and then online on Thursday. So you have from Wednesday to Sunday.
This is my second semester. But my first semester, I think it was 2 times too. I was going to school.
Almost 3 times.
I was going to school my first term 3 times. Okay, I was going to school 3 times, and I have one online lecture.
Okay.
Mondays online.
How many hours?
Monday is online.
How many hours?
2 hours. 1 hour, 2 hours
so
lecture.
In a day you go for 2 hours, and then you have the rest of the day free.
Yes, now in a day, like on Mondays, I have one lecture 9 to 10. Okay. Then I have another one 12 to, is it 12? I have another one 11. No, it can't be 11. Okay, I have another one 11 to 1.
Oh, so
and that's all.
Hours. Oh, that's all for the whole day.
Yes, I just come home and take up my baby boo.
Sorry. Also,
for a lot of people to be able to manage, especially with you as a family, kids.
Yes.
Always be home, minding the kids in school.
Yeah. So if, for instance, if I'm going to school on Monday and my husband goes to work at night on Monday, so we'll just stay at home with the small one. Then if I'm coming back from school around 1, when I close 1, if I don't have any other thing or any other gist thing to do in school and I come home before 3, I'll go and pick the 2 kids in school. Then I will come home while he rests and prepare for work at night. Okay. If he's not at home in the morning, I go to school without my small baby. I go to
school with your child.
Just don't make it every day. Once in a while. It's ringing.
Okay. So how long did it take? Do you work? Are you working or you're like
you're
working?
Full of time. Yeah, I'm working. Oh, yeah, we are UK.
I'll be able to manage working, schooling, and also taking care of the kids.
My off days, well, why are you looking at me? Okay, he does that most times. They work mostly.
Nigerians, guys, see,
UK,
now different ballgame.
Don't mind him. Don't mind him.
Better you start learning.
Start learning.
If you are not used to
babysitting.
No, not about if you are not used to doing things at home for your wife, you can go home do you. You can go home do
strong man, they have to serve me.
You know, when he first came, it was hard for him.
It was never. Listen, the point is this: these are things. Listen, you know, Nigeria is usually like, from my own angle, I used to work all through the period. She used to be someone who does her own business online at home. So now coming to this place to not tax sharing, the responsibility, she must have to work because she must work few hours. I work more hours. Some cases, because it's agency job, that's another matter, maybe another question when it comes to job aspect. But you have to be two people you guys should be a team for this place. If you are not there united,
hey,
2 people must work. Like one person cannot
I'm telling
handle
you.
the whole bill.
Eh?
apart from that, the system itself, if you are a couple, you must get together. Even at a fight, no unity, because the system is not created for you guys to be together. Let's put it that way. So you must try as much as possible to work like a team. One person could be C. Ronaldo. So that person could be, I don't know who's the biggest defender now. So the other person should stand back, because if you always, you will fight. Whether you like this place, you create that chaos, you fight, because most times you don't agree with certain things. But always have in the back of your mind that this place, you guys have to be like a team. If you now fight, now quarrel. If you have, not like Nigeria where you fight only for 1 week, you're not going to talk. UK, that 1 week, you know, they fight, now they lose money and lose a lot of things. Yes, because the kids now, in this UK, they respect the kids a lot. So you cannot, God forbid, they take the kids from you because of, you know, this irresponsibility from parents. The psychology said, for them to even give you back, you get lawyer, they go first test you if you have brain problem or mental issue, and it's the trauma is so much. So, but the truth, we advise that for men who are thinking of coming, please get used to domestic work. If you are not used to
domestic work, stay with the children. That's all.
You have to do the same. Okay, if you have to go to work sometimes, if you have to go to work sometimes in the morning, you have to do this. You have to do the same thing she's doing. I don't know whether you understand. You're not getting it. Man has to also do the same thing.
Please now. Wash the dishes, bathe the kids, dress them up, school, every single thing.
I used to do that when I was in Nigeria.
Hey.
I used to do that. If I'm not doing that, I can't pick up. I used to do that in Nigeria, but not like, you know, while I was in Nigeria, I do more of the work. You work 24 hours before you come home. So, you know, Nigeria case is different from here. So, but right here, you have to do everything. You have to get used to. You must have to do it. Everybody does it here. So even if sometimes you carry stroller for road, you see guys.
Plenty guys,
they carry stroller.
And with Joyibo.
And they go for work interviews. They go for searching of jobs. So it's a common thing. Both whites, everybody, they do that because the white must work and you must babysit. That's a normal thing because the kids are like presidents in this country.
They
are first. So if you do mistake, like for example, now you want to pick your children, you 5 minutes late, they will start calling you. You not come to pick. That's a serious matter. A serious offense.
And if you keep going late to pick your children or keep dropping them late in school, before you know, they've called council.
Social service.
To this question, I think people that want to move with their families, especially their kids, they need to find out what are the rules, because in Nigeria, we're used to the authority, and then nobody questions the authority over your children. Even if your child should run to police station, they'll say, go back to your parents. You can't call grandma or even neighbor. Nobody will answer you except you are mean, except maybe you're abusive, like in the extreme. But in most cases, parents have like a whole lot of ability to train their kids or have their kids as much as they want to. But over there, there's a limit. There's a whole lot of limits. You know, limits on how you can talk to them, how you can score. Their teachers even have more power over them, you know, than you as a parent, because they are able to get them to say certain things, get them to know certain things, expose them to their rights, and then they have this one speed dial away from calling the cops or social services. So a lot of people that are going, and they're going with kids that are already grown to an extent to be able to realize these things. You need to know how to navigate it, because it might come as a shocker. A child that initially you'll be telling, come on, leave there, don't touch them. Child tell you, don't talk to me like that, Dad.
For example, I'll give an example. My kids. In fact, it's funny. When we were in Nigeria, you can tell them, do this. Do you know the moment they were coming, by the time they got to the airport, on their way to the airport, they've already started acting funny. When you tell them, they will say, no, what? No, what? You know, and you cannot try and beat them. Well, hey, my children now, you cannot tell them to, but honestly speaking, we are Africans. There's a way you also do it. There's always, see, I would advise you also will do what you have to do, but in a very, now with sense. But they still have to. You still have to also respect their space. But usually, what they do here, what they do here, is that in schools they usually ask them questions. They ask them what happened in the house. They ask you questions. They ask them questions. What happened at home? How's your parents? All those kind of things. So you need to be very careful. Some
parents shout at them, beat them.
Yeah, they ask them such questions, and if they tell the teachers such things, it's a serious matter for you. So most times, what you also do your own work. You can also call your children and also tell them certain things. You understand? The only thing you can do, you can also how we call it. It was even recently when we went out to some families who have been here. They also said there were some things they mentioned, like there's something they call that. What did that lady tell us? What they do to children. There's a name they call how they discipline them. There's one name they call it. What? I don't know. There's a name they call it, sir. But what she was saying is that there's some certain things you can also do to a child too. That is more or less not an offense too.
Ground them.
You can ground them. What else? There's something
take away their toys.
No, there's something else you mentioned. The lady mentioned something, but I can't remember. But as long as I'm concerned, we are Africans. If you go do something, do it when they know go see them. That's just the point. Do it when they will not see it. But the point is that let them know that they should be disciplined. But on a lighter note, just try as much as possible to let your children know. Also, they respect their space here. You don't just do things to the kids, or even sometimes you open their bag unnecessarily, and you still have to ask them. You easily ask them, so forget. Especially the grown-up kids, you still have to ask them. You give them their space too. I've also seen the teacher, my daughter's teacher. One time, we were talking. She wanted to say something to her about her bag. She said, "No, I don't want to invade your privacy. Do you want me to, kind of thing?" A teacher telling my daughter who is like about, so they also respect their space. They respect their space.
Let me ask people to drop in their questions if they ask questions, so that we don't just forget that we actually have people who might want me to ask you something. So guys, please, if you have questions while I'm talking, just ask. I can always interject and then have them answer your questions. Right?
There's something else. The BRP my wife collected. If you are like a couple, the man, the earlier the better, I would say. The earlier you get your BRP as a man, especially the one who is more like the dependent, you need to get your BRP, because that BRP is what will also help you in looking for jobs. Because without your BRP, you can't get your share code. That's permission to work. Because it's through the BRP that will now give you a share code that you send to the company you're going to work to let them know that you are permitted to work. Now, it generates a number for you, a code. It's like a share code. Okay. Even up till now that I'm in UK, I still use that code in any other place I'm working. Okay. But the earlier you get that BRP, the better for you. Get it. Go to the city center. Look for agencies. As long as you're concerned, if you're independent, you are allowed to work more hours. And I would advise, don't depend on only one agency. Have as many agency as possible.
Oh, so you
Except
have multiple agencies at the same time?
Yes.
Because the way this place works, it's not like Nigeria where we say if you don't come to work, they will slice your neck. Like here, they can book you for a day you want to work. If you know you cannot make it, you call them early and say, please, I cannot make it. It's your money. They will not beat you. So the more you work, the more you get. If you don't work, so you can as well get more agencies.
And don't select job. Anyone you see, just
they give you work. Once they give you work, you have another work. You can choose which one you want to go. You can tell the other one, wait. Because agencies are like this. They can book you now. The next minute, they can call you and say, the job is cancelled. The job is cancelled. Because probably maybe the number of people they have are too much. Because what they do is this. They have their staff. They have their own permanent staff. They have to give jobs first before they give you as an agency.
Okay.
Except you have a permanent contract with them. You understand?
And ask question, if you have, because soon we're going to be ending the live, so I would like you guys to ask questions so that you are part of the conversation. All right, so please continue, sir.
So it's like that. But there's another thing you must know, in case you just want to know. Like in this place, one of the jobs we usually have here that's more like oil, they call it oil business here, is the care work, the health work, care support. They are more like the oil business here, because this place is always a very busy place. You understand? But I would also advise, when you have, they have jobs they call warehouse jobs, like the factory jobs and all these things. So once you are here, you don't select any job, especially when you are just new.
Used to
just pay your bills.
Comfort, pay your bills, then
yes.
What's the next big thing that you want to do?
Yes, because we have already told you something concerning to advise in case you have to get Airbnb, for example. It is advised you pay for like a month, except you have a family member in that community or somebody else who wants to, even if it's outside your location, so long as you can at least go to lectures until you get. But that person that's going for lectures, that particular place, it's easier for that person to even look for accommodation faster, because that person goes out, so it's easier to get accommodation while you guys are still where you are. I'd advise 1 month. 1 month is better.
So let me please try to ask, when after getting in and settling in, how did you put your children in school? What were the things you did before you actually got them into school?
Okay, like for example now, we're in Leicester, for example. We're in Leicester. Leicester is where we are now. Now, each of the areas, they have their addresses, their city council. That city council, how will you call it? Where we were formerly staying, the way they do it is this. Let's take Nigeria for example now. If you stay in Ikeja, for example, if you stay in Ikeja, I'm trying to look at where is your area, for example. I'm trying to remember your street, for example. No. Okay, now now that Towing Street where you have Allen Avenue, all those areas. Now some of those areas, the way they do it, they try as much as possible to ensure that the children don't go to schools like 10 minutes walk, no more than 10 minutes walk to their school.
The school.
That's how they do it.
Oh, so you must have a school in your vicinity for your kids.
Yeah. Wait now.
But it's the city council.
Wait now. I'm coming to that. Okay. Now, the way they do it is this. That area you are staying, you have to write to the city council. This is where I'm staying.
You fill form online.
Yeah, you fill form online.
They will now give you. They will now have selected schools that are near you.
You say,
which of them do you want? You will now say, I want to apply for this. Let me apply for this. You will now, sorry about that. Okay, once you are selecting school for the children,
Okay, so if I can get what you said, you register with the city council online. You tell them
Yes,
your
you go online.
yes.
You tell
Yes.
them your address.
And give
Yeah.
you the schools you can apply to.
Then the city council will now give you some selected schools, like 3 or 4 schools that are near your area, near your location.
Your location.
They will now tell you to pick like 1 or 2 that you feel that is closer to you the more. So anyone you now pick, you now have to wait for the council to get back to you. Then once they post to a school, you just start registration. You go to the school, take your children and all that. But we wanted the Cali school for the children.
Okay.
So, and we attended Catholic school, yes, Catholic school. And we attend Catholic church. So when we now started going to our Catholic church, anybody said that is coming. If you are so church, if it's Redeemed that you are going, if it's Select you are going, look for your nearby Celestial church, look for your nearby Redeemed church, go there, ask questions, ask for help. Tell them you are looking for accommodation, you are looking for school. They will recommend good schools. They will help you with accommodation in case if they have links for accommodation. Which one?
For people where they go school, people where they go church.
People that if you go to church and you're a Christian, look for a nearby church. Go to the church that you attend here in Nigeria. If you now redeem, go redeem. Don't say you be redeemed. They go Select. Like in now almost for because I was looking. I said let's go somewhere outside Cali Church. Say like Cali Church. And thank God I obeyed him because at the end of the day, most of the help we needed, we got it from the church. It was a church member that now helped us in getting a school for the children.
Oh.
She just got there, helped us. So we just called Leicester Council that we've gotten a school. The Leicester asked us, which we told them we gave them the address of the school. And before you know, they sent me an email that they've given me the school. So I just went to the Cali school. They just took us around, registered the children, and they started school immediately.
Oh, that's nice. So
you know,
go to school. This
Yeah?
girl, does she go to like maybe a daycare during the day?
No. She has to be like 3 years. It depends on some schools. 3 or 4 years.
But that's 3 or 4 years they close
11 o'clock.
9 to 11. So I'm not interested. So till she starts school is when she's 5.
Okay.
5 or 4.
Let me quickly ask this question that somebody dropped. The person says, in terms of accommodation, can a student and spouse, as spouse dependents, get student accommodation together? Like maybe you're married but without kids. So
yes, you can. Yes.
So long as you don't have children. Yeah. So long as you don't have children.
Yeah. Okay, so honey drop tasty delight. So long as you don't have kids, you and your husband or your wife can stay in the student accommodation at least up until the time you're able to get a
better one. You don't need to announce to the school that you are staying with your husband. You don't need it. Just apply for it.
But it should be coded though, because I also know that some places they used to monitor. Don't they monitor?
No, except you are coming with your kids. There's one of my friends that has a daughter, has a son, so she was sneaking the child. Her husband and she was sneaking out because the child is not up to 4. So that one don't go to school. So he's always at home watching cartoon. So I think a day the son now mistakenly went outside and they saw the son. They now told them to leave the hostel, the student accommodation. But as a couple, student accommodation is the best place because you will pay for it to get secured. Once you just land, you just go straight to the accommodation. It's easier for couples. Yes.
Yes. Or do you have like a single like apartment for you with maybe a small?
There are some student accommodation that has everything: your kitchen, your bedroom, everything is inside your room. Okay. And there are some accommodation that are a bit cheaper that you have to share the kitchen with like 2 or 3 people, kitchen and bedroom with 2 or 3 people.
Okay.
As a student, if you enter UK, feel that you can collect accommodation. If you need roommates in your class, you can start hustling for roommates. You'll be sharing the rent with your roommates, the bill with your roommates.
So I'll just ask maybe like 2 more questions because we've been on for like an hour 30 minutes. Usually
that's 10.5 pounds times 2 or 3 hours. I'm converting the hours in pounds.
Thank you so much for everyone wanting to be here. So Mr. Stefan, sorry. You talked about coming as a couple and the fact that couples will want to fight. I think this is an important topic that people do not realize because, like I said, 70% of our clients are couples. So what are the things they need to understand before coming as a married couple? What are things you need to understand from Nigeria so that you don't get into the UK and you start having problems in your marriage, what are like maybe 3 or 4 tips that you can give to married couples so that they can actually have a good marriage when they relocate?
First and foremost, you guys will have to also, you have to also understand. Most times, you need to talk and agree on certain things before. See, the truth about the matter, before you do anything here, the two of you must agree. You must agree. And when you agree on it, you follow through. So in case of anything that happens, you can still discuss and know, okay, I'm working nights today, or you stay with. So things are usually planned here. When you have families who have disagreements, is when, for example, this place gives women a lot of how will you call it? Women and children a lot of ego. And sometimes it gets to their head. I'm telling you, sometimes it gets to their head. I don't like for you. Sometimes it gets to their head, so they get carried away. Unlike we in Nigeria, not say for Nigeria, go do this one, go do this. But yeah, it's quite different. But honestly speaking, I also would advise men, women, we should also try as much as possible to listen to each other.
My phone while we're talking is getting low.
It's always good to listen to each other. But whether you like it or not, the reality, couples, the reality is that you must fight. You must fight. We are disagree to agree. If I tell you, me and my wife, we did not fight, it's a lie. You get what I'm saying now? During accommodation time, we fought. Because at the time, we felt we have stayed in that place which was not good for us. Let us move anywhere. But I was a bit, trying to be patient, because some decisions you might make in terms of accommodation might also haunt you. You get, for example, where we are presently staying now is like 850 pounds per month, 2-bedroom. Some people pay 1,000 in the same 2-bedroom. Some paying 2-bedroom. Now, the unique part of this place, that's why sometimes there's also out of God in every other thing you are doing. We were we suffered, but we were lucky at the end. Now, where we are staying now, some people pay more money when it comes to like heater. You pay for heater, you pay for water, you pay for gas, you pay for
outside of the rent.
Yes. Now, so it's so much money. So you need to be very careful the amount or places you get your houses, because as much as the money can be, sometimes it can be very, very difficult getting it. It's why sometimes when you don't get jobs, there's some weeks sometimes you might not get jobs. It's just the way system are. Like this period now, some factories are not really getting so much work in this period, this Easter period. Some jobs are not really flowing. So sometimes some are on holiday, so you might not get jobs like that. So it also affects your income. So if you're not going because you want to follow the numbers, women too, they are like this, we are in UK, want to show off. I beg, nobody send you. You made all the money to come here. Nobody is competing with anybody. Start from where you can manage, because see, it's better for you to plan, do the little you can as you move on. Like we now, when we got here first time, many things they said to us, but we are here almost like how many months now? 5 months, going to 5 months now. We have seen that some of those things we used to say was just like panic. People just say this, say that, and at the end of the day, most of this is we didn't actually see it. So I'll beg, even if you have, there must be misunderstanding. There must be, because woman will want this one, man, but try as much as possible, work like a team. That is the best way to succeed. And please, no side talk, especially women. All these stories, forget it.
I want to hear from Mrs. Cecilia, because I'm sure she will have her own idea of what.
Let her talk. Let her talk. She will tell you.
It's still the same thing. Work as a team. In fact, because you cannot. I imagine most people that come here to this country, like entering through a student visa, and they are alone. I don't know how they are surviving, because with 20 hours per week, money, paying for accommodation, paying for feeding, paying for your remaining balance of school fees. And one of the advice I will advise anybody that is coming to
That's school fees. Yeah.
School fees. If you have paid your deposit, ensure that you have your remaining balance. Don't think that when you get to UK, you are going to have your balance. You cannot.
I would advise, if possible,
for money.
Pay, if possible.
Borrow all the money in Nigeria, if possible. If you don't know, look for money.
If possible, pay over 75%.
No,
I'm just saying. If you have everything, in fact, if you have a way to get everything, pay everything. It is easier to pay everything.
True for me.
And now,
true for me. And be hustling here and be
paying back. It is better, because some things happen to us. In fact, after that 3 months we hustled, when we now finally got this house that God just gave us,
school started disturbing us for balance.
The next week, school just locked up all the porter for everybody. In fact,
that
they should pay.
I don't know. Maybe it's only my school. Some other schools might be lenient too.
So I'm talking about DME, for example.
If you have a means of paying your school fees completely, or having it, the remaining balance, I think the best way, you can close high, borrow money, you can look for money, gather around, use for me to clear all your school fees. Initiate for me, even if you don't have, initiate for me. But thinking that when you come here, under 1 month, when you work, you get the school fees balance, forget it, now lie. So, and if you are coming together as a couple, in fact, that's the best thing you can do. Ensure you work together with your partner, work with him as a team. Even if you are not working, he is working. Even if he is not working, you are working. Money is coming in.
Money is coming from one person at a time.
Yeah. So most people because of my set that came in as single, they could not even get a job for like 2-3 months. I don't even know how they survived. Because you are not working and there's nobody to even, there's no partner with you that you can even work with or can even assist you. So if you are coming together as a couple, in fact, is the best thing that you can do. Now, if you are not working, your husband is working.
Ms. Tona says, do you pay your student accommodation monthly? So if you stay in student accommodation, is it monthly?
Monthly. Even accommodation here too is monthly. It's monthly. They can tell you the price in a week, but it's monthly. They collect their rents here, and if it's monthly. Sometimes you see 400 per month for student accommodation, 400, 300 and something. I don't know.
Okay.
Per month, 500 and something per month, and it's with bills inclusive. So that's one thing. Okay. With internet, with everything inclusive.
So we're actually.
And it's already furnished, and the student accommodation is already furnished. There's bed, there's mattress, there's TV. There's some accommodation has TV. Everything is there, just for you to bring your clothes and foodstuffs. Yes. So if you are coming in as a couple, just book student accommodation. Okay. They're always sending the link. Even till now, they used to send me their student accommodation. Sulet. Just look for accommodation, book and pay if possible. When you come here, you just go in straight.
Okay.
No, when you don't have kids, so it's when you don't have kids.
But if you have kids, you cannot collect student accommodation. Just start making inquiries. If you don't want to collect hotel, if you are coming to DMU now, you can give them my number. Anybody that's I can help you. I'll help you ask for shared apartments.
Okay.
There are some accommodation here, like 3 or 4 bedroom flats. Different families who pack it themselves like sardine inside.
Not sardine. Not sardine. Don't say sardine. Just for them to start from somewhere.
And you can start from somewhere. It's
don't
not
say
expensive.
Like sardine.
Okay, sorry. It's not expensive. So if you're coming to DMU and you need assistance with accommodation that can help you, not that I don't have money to give you, I can advise you. I can help you look for accommodation. I can help you at least look down for shared apartments for you or a temporary place that you can stay instead of wasting money for hotel. You can easily give anybody my number in case they need help. I can assist you. I can also join you to our DMU group.
Okay.
There is 2022 group. There's 2023, there's 2024 group in. So if you are coming to Leicester in DMU, feel free to collect my number from them.
Okay.
But if you guys are still contemplating, oh, do I want to use Nexi concept or not? Don't think again, no. Nexi concept, nah, baba, nah, there, nah, there, nah, there, nah, there. After Nexi, nah, Nexi, nah, Nexi. And all their teams are wonderful. In fact, I don't even know how to thank you guys, but you guys rock. You guys rock.
So,
Thank you. You guys are doing a good job.
I would have wanted to continue this conversation, but we've actually overshot by almost 40 minutes the time we actually have to talk. I think we're going to do this again. If we're going to get in contact with you to find which day will be convenient, because I know it was actually difficult getting you here. They've got work, right? You have to
because
of work. Even today I had work, but I said like that. I cannot cancel it. They called me today. I said I can't cancel, that I need to be there.
So all the questions that I know that we've not been able to ask, and all the things that we want to say, especially as it relates to couples in the UK, I think that's a very important topic that we need to spend more time discussing.
Yeah.
We're going to please have you guys back soon to come and give us all the juicy details.
No problem. We are here for you guys anytime, any day.
Okay, so if we don't have any more questions, we're going to actually call it a day. Do you have any last words for us before we go? Like anything like
for you,
take away from this conversation?
For them or for you?
For next concept.
For next
wow, we're already brothers and sisters now. So we're
all right
here for each other. So for people
all right
that will listen to
yeah. Now, number one, first and foremost, this thing you want to do is more like a decision you and your partner decided. So first and foremost, you have to believe that it's going to work, especially if you are using Nexi concept. You understand? First of all, it's going to work. But listen, just be positive about it. Forget the amount you're spending. Think of the future. Number one, if you are coming here, things, in fact, Jesus Christ, things here, the system is working. System is working. Since I've been here, like, how many months now? Nothing like
October. That'll be November, December.
No. Leave that first. Leave the first 3 months. That first 3 months.
You're still in Nigeria.
That one was like as if we're in Nigeria. If that one. But I'm saying from, let's say from January till now. Nothing like power lights.
No, which is power lights?
Lights. Nobody. My children say they can't even remember anything like up NEPA or whatever. No. The system, everything here is working. Everything. The system. If you have kids, when you have kids, imagine asking yourself, because that was what even gave me determination. You know how much you pay for school fees in Nigeria. First term you pay, second term you pay, third term you pay. How much more? Yeah, primary school free, secondary school free.
The only thing you buy is uniform.
The only thing is uniform and shoe. And give them back. They start going to school.
Even my daughter, they give them free breakfast.
They eat food morning. They eat food breakfast. They eat in the afternoon. So when they come back, they just eat and they go out.
Just eat dinner and go to school.
So everything, the system is okay. Transportation, everything. The most important thing is this. Make sure, just determine yourself that this is going to work.
I was even saying, if I knew, why did you come like 2 years ago or 3 years ago? So
the system is okay. It's far better.
If as long as you are using Nexi concept, trust me, I know a lot of friends that use another agent for schooling, and they deny them visa. They said the fact that
I tell a lot of people that when they come and then they're like rushing, oh, give me an offer, give me. Well, like, calm down. You're with the best people that you can get, because
I have friends that when we're processing this thing together,
apply for your visa.
They deny them
because a lot of people get denied, and you've already built history. So even if you want to apply for the next intake, no school will want to take you. You have to wait for a year or more before another school will actually take you, because you have gotten a refusal recently. And then things are changing. The government is looking at putting, laws into place. How would you know if you wait for that 1 or 2 years, everything will not have changed, and then you've missed the opportunity to be able to, relocate with your family.
So guys, Nancy concept,
now there's another thing. You know that
they even do Canada home too.
You know that there's something else. Why I could I also recommend you guys that. You know that there are some agents who don't tell you the truth.
And they don't even collect money.
They don't tell you the truth. Apart from leave money. Leave money. See, we know where the money they come from. Anyway, now the point is this. Listen to me. The truth about the matter is this. From day one, I must say to you, you guys guided, because there's one thing you must know. Some of these other agents, they can fabricate lies, and this system is so strict that there are some lies you put that will later haunt you, because when they screen, they see those things. You know how we were used to call, especially when it comes to proof of fund, all those things and the rest, how it was.
We even said that they were the one that did that.
So many things, the connections. I told them everything. The only thing you people did not do is like say we go and pay for house for us. That's because every other thing from the onset, you guys were there. So, and that's one thing I would advise anybody to just listen to you, and you follow them. They should follow you the way they guided us to get to you. They should follow you. Don't fabricate things that are not true. We know that they are white lies, but not the one that they will definitely see. Because most of these people you see who failed, who did not do well, are people who had some issues in their files. At the end of the day, they could not defend it.
Yeah.
And that's because most times they tell you 97% chances of, but that 3% is very, very vital.
Yeah.
You might just miss one information. Most agents are after their money. They just collect money. But you guys are not more.
They don't even collect
not asking for 1 naira now. I'm not asking for anything now. But I'm here. That's the most important thing. So one thing I understand about your agency is that it's not about, you're like family. Sometimes even when I got there, I didn't know Nexi was the boss. But he was there acting as if like it must not make the trip. So you will not know that he's the head of the team, because you guys were working like family.
Yeah.
And so and that's one good thing about, because every other person can also do what Nexi is doing. When when we were still processing, it was in Canada then.
Yes.
You guys were still doing every other thing for us here. Yes. So that's just one thing that makes you guys better.
Unique.
You understand? So I'm not, after that, I'll come pay me 1,000. So, but honestly speaking, you guys are the bomb. I will not lie to you. You guys are the bomb.
Thank you.
But we have said now that I told Nelson that the moment we come here, we are part of the agency now. So anywhere we are.
Yes, so we are Nexi Concept Leicester branch.
Mona send us message, we go. Now send us message, we go. Just like my wife has told you guys. So even if we are not in Leicester, you can call us anywhere. We still have our own contacts to reach out.
I'm going to be coming to the UK, if not by the end of this year, maybe by early next year, and I'm going to be going around. Definitely I'm going to be
Polly. Don't chop Nigerian meal. In fact, I did wait for Nessie, because the time Nessie told us was going to come, things were not really that okay. So we are waiting for you guys. When I come on our land, we did definitely.
So thank you. Well, definitely.
Yes. There's something else I need to also share. I got a permanent job now. Yes. So make them hear am. No be say, now God.
Give us details.
It's not easy. Yeah. So
finish. Yeah. So that was already gone.
Yeah. It's a support job. So I got a permanent job recently.
Wow.
So it's still part of all these things. Yeah.
Is this a job with sponsorship?
Well, the point is this one now. Why it's permanent is that at least I am sure of, if I'm going to work like 40 hours a week, I'm sure not the one that they'll give you job and call you for, and I will have more experience, because there are other.
They also sponsor. We are looking for just people first.
The most important thing is to get something very,
and the experience.
Okay.
If you have the experience, it gives you leverage for other bigger jobs or sponsorship.
Okay.
But getting a permanent job at this period for this my month, now bombshell, now not easy.
Congrats. I think we're going to come back and then we're going to be talking more about jobs and opportunities, what people can do before they come, and then what they should do immediately they arrive. I think that's going to be our next topic for when you come back to speak with us. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. The gold that you have dropped on this session today, it cuts across everything from an application, visa, as a family, enrolling. Like, it's just, if we're paying for this, I know the amount of money we'll pay to get this information.
We ready to give you any information,
anything. We are here for you guys. Anybody that is coming to DMU Leicester, we are here for you guys. We are here for everyone.
Right. So guys, if you want to reach out to Mrs. Cecilia and Mr. Stefan, you know where your plug, and then we can give you the surest connect that will help you to navigate your process, and make sure you don't fall into the gutter and then do things that are going to maybe later come to haunt you. Have someone that's going to guide you and then make the process easier for you. So thank you so much for coming. Till the next time, we're going to be seeing you. So bye guys. Everybody.
Bye guys. Bye everyone.
Thank you for watching. The page and also on our YouTube, so you can always go and if you've missed any part, you can always go back and watch it. So bye. Boo boo.
Bye. Bye.